Hi guys. All right, let's see. Okay, this works better. All right, so this is Santiago Zapata, and I'm here resuming the development of OpenArthurianX6 after far too long. It's been like 9 months, I believe, since the last update, um, and I figured that it's time to finish this. Our last push was like 11 months ago, and yeah, I think we managed to advance a lot and put the project in a place where it was like I mean it we already have something. I'm going to go to share a bit here. Um, OpenArthurian.com. In case you have no idea what I'm talking about, OpenArthurian is this project that I got crowdfunded about I don't know how long, maybe 3 years ago, 2, 3 years ago. Um, and it's an engine to create role-playing games, computer role-playing games, similar to the Ultima series, especially to Ultima 6 and 7. So we got crowdfunded on Indiegogo, a friend and myself, and we were also actually able to um, pay back a little bit or contribute a bit to the pixel artist. Actually, the most of the pixel art of the project is freely available. I think it's a Creative Commons license. Um, but yeah, we were able to send some of that money to Dancy. I never actually got any message back from him uh, because I don't know what happened with him. In any case, what we have so far is already does a lot. I'm going to just play very quickly here. Um, the scenario is a test scenario, something that I always wanted to make with Ultima 5, Warriors of Destiny. But yeah, I mean, this is like do a lot of Ultima-like stuff. Uh, and yeah, so it's like a hybrid engine with real-time and turn-based, as you'll see in a bit. It has line of sight. I'm not sure if audio is working. I hope it is. I don't see any indication here about it. I mean audio as in my microphone. If it's not, let me check that. Hold on a bit. If it's not, okay, I can hear myself. Okay, so yeah, you can check your inventory, move it around, check your other party members' inventory, check the containers, and also move stuff around. This was so fun to do. No, not really. It was a lot of work. Well, but it was a bit fun. And then look up. Okay, the combat system is turn-based, unlike Ultima 7. This is like a conversation first. So once you get into combat, it's similar to Ultima 6, and you can talk. Oh, it's not time to talk. I lost my turn. Oh, that's full screen. I don't remember the commands. Anyways, that's like a test battle. And then there's also a lot of interaction with the world that you're using the keyboard to. Yeah. Else, I don't know what happened. Okay. Can like use levers, levers like this, items. You can do a lot of stuff. I will not dive into that because if you want, you can play this demo. It's available online. Or you can also check the latest videos that I have on my channel, on my YouTube channel, where I explain all of that. In any case, I think we have a lot of stuff, and There's been people that really want to use this to create their own games. Um, we did not manage to hit some of the stretched goals that we had in the campaign, which allowed the idea with that is that there was going to be like an editor, like a studio, making it easier for people to create their own games. We did not hit that goal. So I mean the goal of the campaign was actually um, hi there, Blue Monkey. I think it's because of you that I'm doing this because you're the one that who pinged on Discord uh, about yeah the how quiet it's been lately there on the project's Discord. Um, so yeah, I forgot what I was going to say. Okay, so yeah, we did not manage to create this or to plan to do this kind of studio with like visual tools that would help people create their games. But I don't know, maybe I will end up doing that because you know um, that makes much easier for people to use it. And one of the influences for this is the Adventure Creation Kit DOS application that allows people to create their games without knowing how to program right now. And I mean, what we are kind of obliged to do based on the funding campaign is just the framework so that other programmers could create their own games. But I think we can probably, once this is stable, I will devote some time to create also these studio tools because they are going to make this much more useful. And I know there's a lot of people that wants to create their games using this. Um, or at least some people, not a lot of them, anyways. So yeah, this had there was like a plan of milestones, and it seemed to hit 4 milestones. There's demos for each one of them here, and there's some planning here. So the initial milestone was planned for November 9, 2018, and I believe that was like a second plan. Anyways, each milestone had like some scope of things that you could do. And so we achieved milestone 6, March 27 last year. And then we still have some more milestones. So then the next one, in the area surrounding the hut, the avatar can move around, having the party members follow him. That's already working. Examine the trees around. Yeah, I remember I took a look at this milestone and it seemed like, why? There were some things here that don't seem that important, especially considering milestone 5 had a lot of inventory management. Um, that what is needed, right? Because this kind of games have a lot of inventory management. Um, but yeah, milestone 6 is weird. So yeah, being able to examine the trees around, is it that important? I don't know. Examine a rock laying around, getting and dropping the rock. This should already be working. Examining a crate that is a container, that's already working too. Moving rocks into the crate, that also something that we did on milestone 5. So yeah, it seems like a lot of stuff from milestone 6 is already done. It was planned. I don't want to look at these dates. Um, so yeah, as I mentioned when I announced this live stream, I have no idea how this is going to go. I mean, it's been so long since I worked in this project that I forgot everything. So it should be fun. Uh, just open this here. I think I'm not sure if the last time I worked on this, I was already using Visual Studio Code. Probably was still using Sublime Text. Anyways, let's check the README and see how this works. So we have some scripts to run this in a browser, which is like the default development. We also managed to pack this using Electron as a native app. And so I should probably upload some of that on the website so it can be downloaded. But for the purposes of this development, let's do this. So, all right, scripts, build, sh, and I remembered for some reason this is launching the git bash, and it takes some seconds. So what I always did was the git bash, sorry. I kept this open because we don't have like a watch uh, process that is like rebuilding the project in any for when there's a change. So we have to manually do this every time. So I kept this here. Something that I'm always like have like a pending thing to do, but you know. All right, so we have run that. What else? Then serve the contents of the build via HTTP. All right, so go to build. What? Build. Where's build? Where's build? Wait, it's not. Okay, and then let's just serve this. And then let's just navigate to one of these URLs. And okay, so it's working here. Yeah, this local configuration is set to start on this second map as compared to that first one that we just saw on that is available on the website. Okay, so so let's just go through this, right? Use no, this is the other one. Move around, having the party members follow him. Well, here we don't have any party, but we can change that. We can change that here somewhere. The starting party. So JS data, no, not here. There's some scenarios, information. Okay, so this is like the configuration for the starting scenario. And you can have a party. So let's uncomment this. So we start with a party. And what I mentioned about the watch process is that we don't have that. So we have to rebuild completely every time. It takes a little bit, but it's okay. And we also have to make sure that cache is disabled. And we should start with a party here. Mount 2. Okay, so there's something bad here in this configuration. Chamino and Dupre. Let's check the NPCs. Chamino. Chamino. And Chamino. Chamino is a Chamino. And Dupre is a man too. I don't think we have Dupre. Okay, so let's just have Chamino here. Now that will give us a party. And I think we can, well, but that, okay, let's do this. If I do this, probably this will be good and Chamino will follow me. We're gonna restart here and start new game. So there he is, following me. And then we can also talk with YOLO and have him join us. And another thing that we already did, and that's quite big, is saving and loading games. I mean, there's always room to improve that and to fix stuff. But yeah, that should be working too. And I mentioned that because we're going to try to just save the game here. So we start with a party of 3. Let's do that. Just checking if there's any questions in the chat. What am I doing? Okay, hold on a second. Let me organize stuff around a little bit. Okay. So, what I forgot what I was going to do. Okay, all right. So let's try saving the game. Let's have him join us. That was a depth comment there. So we now have a party of 3 people, and then let's try saving the game. I guess. Yes. game saved, and there was no error here. So when we restart and journey onward, okay, here we are, 3 people. So move around, having the party member follow him. That's already working. Examine the trees around. So what is this about? Like, so we have a look command, and we can use it to look at items, look at party members. Well, there's not a lot of information about them. Look at containers. Well, that's an item. And I think what we wanted there was for you to be able to look at, yeah, like terrain features. And I remember when I was implementing this, I was thinking like, it's not that simple. And it's not that simple because the way that we are creating the maps, the way that we are working on the maps is it's this. So for example, this map has 2 floors, 2 stories, but that's a different thing. We have 4 layers of tiles. And then we have a special layer which is called the solid tiles. And then we have layers for the objects, for the items, for the mobs or people, whatever. But the actual terrain, we can actually have any number of layers here because they are just like composing the level, but the game doesn't know any data about them. They are just like a visual thing. So if we want to be able to look at a tree, that's no longer going to work. We're going to need to have the trees be objects or something like that. And I don't think that's really worth it, or at least not that priority. So I'm going to, yeah, and probably I already mentioned this the last time I streamed. Uh, so I think I'm going to lower the priority for that. I don't think it's that important. Examine a rock laying around. Get the rock, drop the rock. Okay, so this is an item. Let's just explore how easy it is to currently add an item because I already forgot. So we have the items layer here, and actually I think I was already going to add a rock. And then 3, interesting. Maybe that's what I was testing. So if we look at these objects that we have here, I forgot how to look at them. Maybe single click. Okay, oak tree, rock. All right. So yeah, I see that I was working on this already. So we have an item which has an item ID as rock, and another item which is has the oak tree item ID. And then if we look at the items data, we have an oak tree and a rock. Pardon me. So currently, let's see something. Maybe, okay, so there's the rock and there's the tree too. It's a rock. It's an oak tree. Get the rock. Drop the rock. Okay, drop the rock. The rock is somewhere here. Whee! Put it there. Okay, dropped. Okay, so these are already covered. Examine a crate which has some corn inside. Corn. I don't think we have that item. So this barrel is a container, I think. So we can examine it. There's some carrots already there. I think carrots and corn, we can have them be the same. And then move the rock into the crate. Move the rock into the crate. Into the barrel is the same. Okay, so we are covered. Examine crate. Pick corn from the crate. Oh my gosh. I think this milestone was already completed. Yeah, because you can already do all of this. I don't know why I have not marked this as completed. You can pick corn from the crate, and actually you can do that like dropping it here. Then it's going to be, if you have a backpack, it's going to go to your backpack. And yeah, for some reason, okay, so the rock is there. Milestone completed. So milestone 6 was already completed. That's good news. Uh, I'm going to check the commit log. Uh, okay, so this is running here. Mm. Okay, yeah, okay, so it seems like I did not commit these changes. This is so weird. It's like I don't see any change. For example, that addition of the, okay, so the here they are. Okay. Actually, I completed milestone 6 already when I added this. And it seems that I was already working on milestone 7. Is that news? Because I think the last thing I put it there was completed milestone 5, milestone 7. Okay, all right. So all that was missing was marking it as completed here. And this one is also not marked as completed already. So I'm going to go ahead and update this. May 18. Milestone 7 was tiny. Yes, I mean, we already completed it. But what about milestone 6? Okay, so milestone 6. What happened with milestone 6? That's the one that we just checked. Oh, this is so confusing. Maybe I changed the order of the milestones. Okay, let's check the news. The news say that milestone 5 was completed on March 27. Okay, so what happened with milestone 6? This was completed here, maybe after milestone 7 was completed. Milestone 7 was completed May 18. So let's update this because it's getting confusing. I'm going to prepare a blog post here too. And let's edit this. Okay. So milestone 6 is the one that was completed with that commit. Milestone 7 was completed on May 18. And then milestone 6 was completed um, let's check the date for this. 18. May 18. So maybe we completed both milestones the same day. I don't know what happened there, but we can move past this already. Okay, milestones 7 and 6, 6 and 7 were completed already on May 18, and I forgot to announce. I'm going to edit this later. Okay. All right. That means we can look into the next things. Milestone 8. So attacking a cow. The cow flees. Switch off combat mode. There are 2 friendly NPCs around, and they sleep. Okay, so some kind of schedule. And then I was implementing hunger. Which was milestone 7. Actually, I think something. I think I say that milestone 7 had been completed. I think something very weird happened with the milestone numbers, because this milestone 7 seems to be our current milestone. Okay. Adding hunger, eating a carrot. Maybe I should listen back that video and see what happened, but I'm not going to do that now. Using a cow. Getting the bucket and using a cow. So milking a cow. Because all these we can already do, and it seems we have already implemented some hunger system in the latest commits, reading a gravestone. Okay. This, I don't think we have it. There are no cows and no buckets, so maybe that's missing. Maybe I also decided to lower the priority of that. But let's go ahead and work on this. So milking a cow. We need like a bucket item that we can place next to a cow and then using the cow. So yeah, that sounds like something good to start working in, even if it's marked as completed, but we did not complete it, and I don't see a reason to skip it. So let's start with that. Okay, so let's talk about the cows. Cows are mobs, I believe. We have one somewhere around here. Looks like a bull, but believe me, it's a cow. Uh, see, move ID cow. And right now it should be just like moving around randomly. Let's check that. There it is. So the idea is that we are going to place a bucket by it and then use it. Like use cow. Okay. Use the cow. And then the bucket will become filled with milk. I'm going to create a quick implementation of that. So we need 2 items. We need the bucket and the empty bucket and the bucket filled with milk. And if you wonder why this is important, that's like a very important part of the Ultima series, like this interactivity with the world. I don't think you could milk cows in Ultima 6 or 7, but that means this is like innovation, I guess. But you could like create bread and stuff. So let's add this. Buckets. There are no buckets here. I'm going to create the bucket, empty bucket. So I define the ID, the appearance, and it's a bucket. There's nothing on it. And empty bucket. And the milk bucket. It's a bucket filled with cow's milk. And bucket. Okay, so this will be the definitions for the items. Then we need to, of course, define that appearance, right? What is an empty bucket and what is a milk bucket that we reference here in the appearance. So let's see what the tileset has for us. Hopefully it has something similar to a bucket and I can just complete it. If not, we can check into Ultima 6 tileset and try to find something there. If not, we can just put a placeholder. I don't see buckets here, nor here. So this looks maybe slightly like a bucket. Let's create that bucket. So we are just going to copy paste. I wish there was a bucket already. What's this? I don't know what this is. It's like a lamp. Yeah, it's just like a street lamp. Okay. So where are these images? So okay, so the images are in the, I don't know, assets directory, and then we have items. Okay, so we're going to do a very quick addition on that. Oh, not library. Oh, please, no. I didn't want this. Open with GIMP. Configure grid. 16 by 16 is what we're using. Show the grid. And then let's copy paste these two. So we have this one. Oh, I missed 2 pixels. 3 pixels. Okay. Oh, I forgot how to do this. So N is the pencil tool, and O is the thing that picks colors. And this is going to be like very raw pixel art. Just going to do this. Please forgive me, pixel artists out there, for being so mediocre with this. But yeah, this can always be enhanced later. I'm going to say that this is an empty bucket. And then let's create a bucket filled with milk. We're just going to copy this. What happened here? It says French 1 pixel offset. It looks like a bug on GIMP. Weird. So 16 by 16 is what I need. And let's put that here. And then let's fill this with milk. Ta-da! Some shading, some very basic shading. I suck at this. I don't know what I'm doing. But there, you have them. We overwrite this. Um, not sure if it's linked here. Probably not. No, it's linked. Oh, that's great. And then let's place that bucket somewhere. So I'm going to, for efficiency, let's put it close to the cow already, so we can pick it and just drop it pretty close. So we create a new object using, I forgot, maybe using this tile. If we are within an items layer, hopefully we can select this and then put it here. Oh, it worked. And then we can say that this has the item ID. This is an item. Let's check how other items are configured first. So we say that this is a light source. No. For example, this sort. This is an item. And it's going to bring the custom properties. So this is styled. I should probably do some kind of tutorial on all these later. But yeah, today is not a good moment to do that. So yeah, let's put this thing here. And let's say that this is an item. Yes. And it's a bucket. Oh, I should have picked a different tile for this. It doesn't matter. It's just like a visual thing there in the editor, because I'm going to say that the item ID for this is an empty bucket. Empty bucket. So I'm going to save this map, and let's see what's missing. That should work. I'm going to rebuild. Oh, so that's one thing. Yeah, I remember. We cannot continue the game because the map is already part of the state of the game when it was saved. So we had to create a new game, but that's no problem. Let's go here, back to the game, and restart this. And we're going to create a new game. Okay, so something happened. The appearance was missing. Let's see what's missing. So empty bucket is an item. It's here. Its appearance is empty bucket. Oh, we did not add the items. The appearances. So the way that this works is with indexes. And luckily, we are very close to the potion. So it's like index 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. 11 and 12, where 11 is the milk bucket and 12 is the empty bucket. So milk bucket is 11 and empty bucket is 12. And yeah, and we are in the context of the item style set. And let's again rebuild. I'm wondering if there's a better version. Okay. No. Okay, we're stuck with this. So we have a question from El Debo. Sorry to bother. Can I ask you how it's called, the application you are using right now? So I guess you mean this one. It's called Tiled, the map editor. It's very good. I love this application. And actually, if we may end up extending this for the studio for OpenArthurian instead of doing something from the ground, because it is extensible. I don't know how what writing an extension for this would be, um, but I think it will be fun to know how that works. Um, so yeah, it's on GitHub. I believe you can just create like an extension on or create a new project based on it. I'm not sure how much you can extend it, but that will be like a good option for us, like using tiled as a starting point to create um, the entire studio for OpenArthurian. If we, I mean, before we create that, all the development is going to be like just wiring stuff around tiled with these kind of things that we have. All right, let's continue. Um, so we revealed. Let's check if it worked. Here. Let's see if we have some milk there. Okay, so there is the, it looks different. That doesn't look like the thing I did. Let's check. Okay, so we miss, okay, so indexes start in 0. So let's add, so appearances, we're off by 1. It's 10 and 11. Let's rebuild. And let's check back. Okay, so that looks more like it. An empty bucket. Right. So that's part 1. Then we need to be able to use living beings. So let's take a look at how the use command currently works. So use I wonder if I can like increase the text size of this. I don't see an easy way. So did that work? Okay, yeah, that probably looks huge here, but probably works better for the stream. So let's look how use works. So use no item.js, item.class, and then let's see if there's some use item. So recover MP. These are like different usages of items, but actually this is not that important for us. We need to check and find the command for using yeah, that's going to require some diving into this code. Selection, list and directions. Using items. Just like a player state machine has some keyboard handling in key. Dialog action in key. This is for the dialogues. The doors have this. This is a different thing. I have no idea where the keyboard commands are launched. I think it should be here in the player state machine, but I'm not sure. Check movement. Where is it called? Okay, we use command. Select direction, then direction. If direction is different to null, Then we try to use something on direction, and this is on the mob class probably. It's been unable to find it because of JavaScript. But here it is, use in position. This mob is going to try to use something in this position, and we check if there's a door, if there's an object, if there's an item, and we are also going to check if there's another mob, right? And then we need to decide like what's the order of this kind of waterfall thing. Because if there's an item and there's a mob over it, and we try to use something there, which one will we pick? And I guess that ties back to what is displayed over. I think it's the mob. So anyways, let's see what mob is there. So get, I think being mob. Okay, mob add. Does it have the same parameters? Let's check. Level class. What X, Y, and Z. Okay. Get the mob. If there's a door, we use it. So I think the mob should go first. Okay, this is unrelated. Go away. Sorry. Let's put that first. So if there's a mob, we're going to do something about it. We're going to do something about it. So let's just delegate to something like this. I don't think we need this, but maybe for some reason the item has it. So let's just replicate that. Use item in position. Huh. Okay. Yeah, this gets tricky because right now you can use items on mobs, but you cannot use mobs. That's different. But there's some mobs around already. You can, for example, eat stuff. So when you are eating things, you select like what item to use first, and then what mob to use it on. But we're just going to pick the mob. So let's create a new function, use mob in position. Then we're going to treat the mobs as if there were items. So we're going to add an effect to the mob race in this case, not definition, but race. So it's going to be something like this. But yeah, mob effect. It's going to be mob dot, I forgot, race. No. See, I'm reading the mob class. So mobs have a definition. Okay, so it's a definition dot something definition that triggers. But this is the NPC definition, but there's the definition. Okay. They have corpses names. Okay. So it's mob.definition dot use effect. And then we can go to the thing where I think it's traces. No, not traces. Mob types. Mob types. Okay. So for example, the cow should be here somewhere. Cow. And then we're going to have an additional attribute for this race or for this mob type, which is the use effect. And for this guy, it's going to be milk. So if you use a cow, you're going to try to milk it. And then, if there's no mob effect, cannot be used. Then if there is one, then we can switch over it. This can probably be refactored and made better. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so it seems like items don't have just like a string for the use effect. They have an object, probably because, for example, here, carrot can reduce hunger. Okay. Yeah, let's replicate that. So the type of the effect is milk. And then we could have like different kinds of milk or something like that. But we are not going to have that now. This is going to be very simple initially. So if there's an effect, then we check this type of the effect. And if it's milk, we do something. We still don't know what. We will need to, again, move stuff around for this to be more maintainable on the long run. But for now, I need to check. This is expecting a return value. Maybe a boolean. Use item in position. What does this return? Nothing. This is not good. Maybe it's returning like a boolean. It's not returning anything. That's not good at all. Then again, maybe it's not expecting. Okay, so it's not expecting anything. All right. Anyways, yeah, it's just breaking the flow here. This dot milk, try milk. This is the mob, and it's going to try to milk this mob. Try milk. Cow. Okay. We're going to need to check if there's a bucket nearby. So I think this is still ES5, probably. I no longer know. Let's find out. If there's no bucket, then we just show you need a bucket, my friend, to milk the cow. If there is a bucket, then it's going to be transformed into a milk bucket. And I think we already have some functions for this in the items class. But I don't remember. So toggle update sprite changes the appearance. But if I want to change the entire definition of an item, can I do that? I don't know. This container is contained by click, double click, or reduce item quantity. Refresh visual container. I wonder if I can just change the definition because I don't think we copy values from the definition when we create the item. But let's check the item factory and see. the item factory, when we create an item, we ask item ID and quantity. Okay, item ID is actually the ID for the definition. Mhm. And we assign these new attributes. We copy the definition. That's interesting. And we save this for saving and loading. And we create a new inventory and assign the sprite. Yeah, I think there's gotta be already some functions here to change an item to be something else. I'm just um, trying to remember like what in what parts we could see that, because I think so far when you use a potion it doesn't transform into anything, does it? Ginseng potion. Let's try to drink it. Use it yourself. No, it just disappears. It doesn't become an empty bottle. And yeah, I don't think we have any of that. I mean, we have it for objects like this thing, but for items, probably not. Probably not. So let's hate that it should exist already, but I cannot see it. So let's create a function to change what an item is. Um, Damn it, that should exist already. Reviver. Yeah, this is the kind of things that I just. I mean, it's a matter of getting back to it and knowing. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add a function to change or switch item definition, and it's going to receive an ID. And what this is going to do is kind of, maybe it should be in the item factory, because this is actually kind of the constructor for items. No, let's keep this. Let's just replicate this thing. Yeah, and this function is going to be used in very specific cases. So yeah, let's do that here. So we're going to copy this. We're going to reset the definition, and we need to get the definition first, like this. But okay, so there's a way to get the definitions from the item factory. Get definition. It's gotta be somewhere. Get definition. And how can we reference that? Okay, so it has a static definition, a static reference here. Okay. Oh, it's very similar to this. Okay, okay. Item definition is going to be a copy of it for some reason. I won't change that now. And the sprite is going to be reset. Why do we need the game? Well, we can get it some other way. And let's send this. And let's also save the new definition ID here. And oh, so we need the game. Where can we get it from? I don't remember. So it seems the item has a game. It doesn't. There must probably also a static reference somewhere. Um, So there's this object, and yeah. Okay, so the UI has a reference to the game, I believe. Confirm that OAX6.ui.game. No, why not? Oh no, I need a reference to the game. The game is the phaser game. Um, I'm lost now. Okay, so we are over 1 hour already, and 1 hour is the size of these development things. So tomorrow we will finish this thing of being able to milk the cows. I think we are on the right track to continue developing the engine. So thanks for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.